The Los Angeles Chargers signed 20 undrafted free agents following the conclusion of the 2024 NFL Draft on Saturday. The team announced they had signed 21 free agents, but Central Connecticut linebacker Lukey Washington decided to sign with the Chiefs after LA's announcement was released. Here's a brief scouting report on the class. Casey Bauman, QB, Augustana, SD. Casey. Dane Brugler's 60th ranked quarterback in the 2024 draft class. Bauman began his collegiate career at FCS Montana State, where he was 2-1 as a starter in 3 seasons. He transferred to Division II Augustana in South Dakota prior to the 2022 season, throwing for 4,160 yards and 43 touchdowns with 19 interceptions in 2 seasons as the starter for the Vikings. A Canadian citizen who grew up in the border town of Sumas, Washington, Bauman stands 6 feet 6 inches and 229 pounds. While a long shot to make the Chargers roster, which already has Justin Herbert, Easton Stick, and Max Duggan on the depth chart at quarterback, Bauman should land in the CFL if his NFL opportunity doesn't pan out. Jalen Gill, WR, Fresno State. Kerry Edmondson, USA Today Sports. A 4-star recruit in the 2018 class, Gill signed with Ohio State over Jim Harbaugh's Michigan program, where he was recruited by Jim's son, Jay. Things never quite worked out for Gill in Columbus, and he transferred to Boston College after 2 seasons as a Buckeye. He was primarily Boston College's secondary option behind current Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers. Gill transferred again prior to the 2023 season, landing with Fresno State, where he had a career season as a 6th-year senior. He finished with 49 receptions for 516 yards and 6 touchdowns as the third option behind Derek Brooks and Jalen Moss. Gill will likely add competition in the return game more than at receiver. He finished the 2022 season with the 7th highest kick return average in the ACC and has returned 49 kicks in the last 2 seasons. Jalen Johnson, WR, East Carolina. Michigan defensive back Mike Sainristil, 0, tackles East Carolina wide receiver Jalen Johnson, 1, during the first half at Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor on Saturday, September 2, 2023. Harbaugh and company are familiar with Johnson from Michigan's 2023 game against East Carolina, in which Johnson had 3 receptions for 30 yards. A former walk-on at Georgia, Johnson transferred to East Carolina prior to the 2022 season for an opportunity to play on offense more frequently. In 2 seasons with the Pirates, Johnson had 71 receptions for 806 yards and 6 touchdowns. He ran a 4.53 40-yard dash at Georgia's Pro Day in March. With experience in the slot, on the outside, and on special teams, Johnson is somewhat reminiscent of 2023 Udfa Terrell Bynum, who ended up spending much of the year on the Chargers practice squad last season.